Welcome back. Hot FM Radio celebrates 20 years in the business, and the Minister for Information and Broadcasting has offered congratulations to the management and staff of Hot FM Communications Limited. In the words of the Minister for Broadcasting, Dominic Fede, Hot FM has lived up to its popular reference as a trendsetter, being the first station to successfully capture such a large and diverse audience.
Congratulations to your owner, Mr. Patrick Smith, and the whole management and the staff. What a tremendous run you guys have had. You are certainly not one of the early entrants into media, but you've certainly come and changed the way that media has taken place in St. Lucia. The reach that you have is one of the best on the island. You can get Hot FM in the south, you can get it in the north, and even in very remote locations in St. Lucia. Came in at a time when the youth of that day were looking for something different in radio, and you brought a really good party atmosphere, which a lot of young people at the time did find very attractive, and they embraced with open arms and enthusiasm. So really good job, and it's been a steady ship. It certainly is one of the best media houses in St. Lucia, and deservingly so.
With 20 successful years in the business for Hot FM Radio, the Minister believes similar projections will follow for sister stations Kiss FM and Hot 7 TV, all under the umbrella of Hot FM Communications Limited. St. Lucia and the rest of the Caribbean are way behind when it comes to the proper use of cannabis. That is according to the chairman of the Great Physician International, Priest Kailash Leonce. He explained that cannabis has many therapeutic properties. However, the general public, he says, needs to be educated on how the herb can be used properly. Genevieve Gonzague has more.
A framework is being set to commission the decriminalization of cannabis in St. Lucia. Many people in the public eye have expressed their opinion on why they are for or against the move. Hot 7 sat with the chairman of the Great Physician International, Priest Kailash Leonce, who expressed that the move to decriminalize cannabis is long overdue, and there are many facts that should be brought to the public when the issue of cannabis is brought up.
Over the years, what we have recognized is that our strains from the Caribbean, and especially in St. Lucia, because we are a volcanic country, the efficacy and the mineral concentration of our herbs are very superior. And most times we tend to actually look to the United States or look to different countries to actually get seeds and different growing material. But as we're moving forward into the whole decriminalization of cannabis, it is very important that our indigenous strains, that is like the original herbs grown in St. Lucia, which are basically more of the cannabis sativa. These here has a proper balance of your THC and your CDBs. And it is important that we don't just follow the bus and run and underneath the bus when it comes to the whole aspect of medical cannabis, that we look within ourselves and look at what we have inside of St. Lucia even before we actually go on the outside. So we at the Great Physician International, with the help of our people from around the world, we have developed over 7 different medical cannabis products.
He says there needs to be more sensitization of the youth and the general public on the proper uses of cannabis in order for the decriminalization of the plant to attract positive results.
We need to educate people how you move forward, because when it is that specifically that people just indiscriminately just go and boil marijuana, put it in their bouillon, put it in their cake, they'll end up in the hospital. Because when you heat up the herb, it becomes more psychoactive. The whole structure of the herb actually changed, so the quantity, the measurement, all these things there. So we need proper education. We need actually the people who knows about the herb to come forward and speak about the herb to protect the children and also the vulnerable people, because many people go to parties and they eat a little marijuana cake and then they end up in hospital. Why? Because they don't understand how to utilize the herb properly. And it's not that they're going to die, but the fact that when you heat the cannabis, it changes the structure of the herb. It makes it more psychoactive. And also, when you eat herb, it's different than when you vaporize it or when you smoke it, because it takes longer to get into the bloodstream. So when somebody eats a piece of cake and it tastes nice, oh, they're good and they don't feel high yet, then they eat another piece and oh, they're good. But after 15, 20 minutes, when the high of the first piece comes in, then the second piece comes in and the third piece comes in, that's it. on the suite by and they're in the hospital on the hospital bed.
Leos says, with a proper understanding of what the herb is and how it can be used, St. Lucia is destined to benefit greatly from cannabis, which in some places is a multi-million-dollar industry. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
While St. Lucia continues to boast of a great track record when dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, many other Caribbean countries are not as fortunate. We take a look at what is happening with the number of cases being recorded in other Caribbean countries.
As of August 25th, St. Lucia has recorded 26 cases of COVID-19 and 0 deaths. Currently, there is only 1 active case and a total of 4,768 tests have been conducted. On Tuesday, Barbados recorded 3 new cases, taking the total number of recorded cases to 134. 132 have recovered and the island has recorded 7 deaths. Martinique has recorded 464 COVID-19 cases to date, 98 of which have recovered and 16 deaths. Trinidad and Tobago recorded 85 additional cases on the morning of August 25th. This brings the island's total number of confirmed cases to 1,184 with 178 recoveries. 15 deaths have been confirmed and a total of 20,101 COVID-19 tests have been conducted to date. As of August 24th, Jamaica has confirmed 1,612 cases of COVID, 819 recoveries and 16 deaths. 54,055 tests have been conducted to date. The 5 countries with the highest number of cases are Haiti with a total of 8,110, Suriname with 3,607, the Bahamas with 1,798, Jamaica with 1,529, and Trinidad and Tobago with 1,184 cases. As of August 24, 2020, there were approximately 140,895 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 2,554 deaths within the Caribbean region. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
Republic Bank's COVID-19 Care Initiative has delivered specialized care to the OECS as part of the institution's response to the pandemic. More in this report.
While many large multinational corporations in the Caribbean have stepped up to support communities and customers during the COVID-19 pandemic, the approach taken by Republic Bank Eastern Caribbean Limited, a newcomer to several of the OECS markets, has also been strategic and targeted. Speaking on the approach taken by Republic Bank EC, Managing Director Michelle Palmer-Kaiser explained,
"We understood immediately that COVID-19 would have an unprecedented negative impact on the lives and livelihoods of our communities, and thus our approach had to address this. So in addition to specifically ensuring the safety and well-being of our staff, like many other banks, we introduced a customer care package.
At the regional level, the bank established a strategic partnership with the OECS Commission and donated $200,000 US to assist in the fight against COVID-19 in the OECS. This went to the procurement of medication and personal protective equipment and to fund a public outreach program. The bank's Covered Community Care Initiative sought to assess the most critical needs and communities in each territory and not only work more integrally with existing channels of emergency response, health and social welfare, but in addition to direct donation to needy individuals. Each island required a slightly different approach, and Republic Bank EC Limited's willingness to customize speaks to its brand ethos of personalized customer relationships. Donations to needy families were done directly in the islands of St. Kitts, Nevis, Dominica, and through the Red Cross in Anguilla. Institutions taking care of vulnerable groups such as children, abused young persons, and the elderly were also given contributions in the form of cash, laptops, household equipment, hampers, and meals in the islands of St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines, while in St. Martin a ventilator was donated to the 69 inpatient bed non-profit hospital, the St. Martin Medical Center Foundation. Republic Bank EC Limited has no intention of relenting in its mission to demonstrate corporate citizenship that is relevant for this challenging new era.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Sports and weather are coming up after the break.